Through this course, Second Language Methodology, I was able to learn a lot about English language learners and about different strategies to teach English language learners. But one of the main things that kind of stood out to me that I wasn't really aware of before was the different types of ELLs that there are in the classroom. Wright mentioned some of them as being native US born ELLs, foreign born, transnational, newcomer, highly schooled, refugee, indigenous, special education, gifted and talented, and long-term ELLs. Before this class, I didn't know any of that. I didn't know that there were so many different types of English language learners, and I guess this is important to know as future teachers, since we are gonna work in a classroom where we're gonna encounter English language learners, and there being so many different types of them. The more knowledgeable we are about it, the more we are more equipped to help our students. In my past student teaching classroom, I worked with a couple of ELLs, and now looking back, I can see how some of them, they weren't all the same. One little girl was a native US born ELL, while another one was foreign, and another one was a newcomer, which I thought it was interesting to be able to distinguish that now, and how there's differences between them and how those differences affects them in the classroom and how they learn. I wish I would have known this back then. I would have been able to connect with them more and not see them all as just English language learners, but they all have different backgrounds and different experiences that they have gone through. I was an English language learner myself, and I was a native US born ELL. I mean, I grew up in a home with the only language spoken was Spanish, and then I went into school and I learned English. But I didn't see I saw all my friends as English language learners, but now I can see how there's so many different types, and I think it's cool to be able to, I guess, have different types of English language learners, because we're not all the same and we all have different things to bring to the table, whether that's culturally, just the diversity in general in the classroom is something amazing that should be used as an advantage to us teachers, and be able to spread the languages and cultures in the classroom, and teach every student about each other and expand our knowledge about the world. Through this course, we also learned about different bilingual models, such as transitional bilingual education programs, dual language programs, developmental bilingual educational programs, and so many different programs that I didn't know existed. I didn't know they existed in that much depth, and how different some of these programs are, and how different schools implement them differently, or how schools choose to pick one over the other. And through this course and our blogs, we were able to hear a lot about different experiences our classmates had with the programs, or programs they themselves were in, or they have experience during observing in classrooms. And I thought that was very insightful, because I haven't seen a lot of different bilingual programs being implemented in the classroom. I've only seen dual language, but I through the vlogs, I was able to hear about different people's experiences through transitional bilingual education, or one of them talked about bilingual immersion program, and I thought it was interesting to kind of hear their point of view about their experiences, and it really made it feel expanded on what Wright wrote, and to see how their school or their experiences went with the program. This course, through the vlogs, really offered a lot of authentic interactions between our classmates, and I felt that was very different and insightful experience, and we learned a lot from each other, and I thought it was great that we were able to interact through video and vlogging.